Well, stand-up comments are often politically incorrect, but one New Jersey comedian is finding out what it's like to be legally incorrect. And now he's actually facing the possibility of doing some serious time behind bars. He turned to Help Me Howard in order to get his story out.
You guys are a great crowd, I gotta tell you. You're better than the crowd I had last night. Last night I had to do a show for 900 Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh, it was a nightmare. All they wanted to hear were knock-knock jokes.
Carlo Bellario is a working stand-up comedian and part-time actor. He bills himself as Tony Soprano meets Sam Kinison.
This is my full-time gig. I'm not working at a construction site during the day, and I don't...
The story Carlo is about to tell may have its comedic moments, but it's no laughing matter. It all started on this street in Woodbridge, New Jersey back in November, when Carlo decided to appear in a low-budget, no-budget film. He is trying to expand and already has done some acting.
Our scene was a simulator car chase scene. I had to sit with another guy was driving, I was in a passenger seat, and we just drove around this neighborhood here.
Picture this. Carlo's driving down the street in a yellow pickup truck with his hand out the window, a gun in his hand, pointing it, pretending he's shooting. I guess you can understand why residents here were a little upset.
They call the police, we get back, and we're surrounded by cop cars.
This would be a good time to tell you about the Graves Act. Frank Graves was the colorful mayor of Paterson and a state senator. The law named after him makes New Jersey one of the toughest gun control states in America. A gun is a gun. You've got an air pistol, BB gun, guess what? It's considered a real gun. You still need a permit for it.
The producer didn't have a permit to film, didn't have a permit for that gun, which turned out to be a BB gun. It wasn't just a prop gun. Now, because of that, I'm looking at 5 years, because it's a second-degree crime. 5 to 10 years, actually.
Carlo was charged with unlawful possession of a weapon and was thrown in Middlesex County Jail, where he spent 4 days.
He calls my job, and he says he's under arrest. I'm like, for what?
Carlo's girlfriend, Gisela, couldn't believe what she was hearing when Carlo made his obligatory phone call.
He's like, for a gun possession. I'm like, yeah, okay, stop playing. He's like, listen, I'm really not playing. You have to come here and bail me out.
Gisela is calling Carlo's friends to help him make bail, but one guy wanted favors.
Like something that I would never do, you know, compromising myself for somebody.
That's horrible.
Horrible. So then
friends?
His friend from like high school that he's really good friends with.
But what about the executive producer? Some guy named Andre Joseph.
She calls Andre, and he's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll send somebody down to bail him out. When he found out the bail amount, that was it. He didn't want to, he says, I ain't bailing him out.
Gisela and her family cobbled together what they could to meet the minimum requirement, and Carlo makes bail. I called Andre, the producer, and left a message. Andre, good afternoon. Howard Thompson, Pix 11 News calling. I'm calling regarding Carlo Bellario. And have yet to hear back from him. So where does all of this leave Carlo? I understand you were the producer in charge of the production.
I owe money to the bail bondsman. I got to see this guy every week. I can't leave the state, so now I'm losing money doing comedy gigs. I'm supposed to travel all around the country, and I can't now. Right. And it's embarrassing because now I can't afford an attorney. The money I make goes to take care of my family and myself, and I had to put up a GoFundMe account. I'm so embarrassed by this.
Terrible. It looks tough for Carlo, but we spoke with the New Jersey attorney well-versed in the gun laws, Tim Farrow. He told us that New Jersey sentencing guidelines have been relaxed recently, so maybe Carlo can catch a break. Meanwhile, he's got a GoFundMe account to help raise money for a defense lawyer. If you have a problem, email me. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
He said he's embarrassed by this, but you understand, you know, what the people in the neighborhood probably were thinking. That's scary.
I blame the producers on this.
Yeah, of course.
You're responsible for taking care of the talent.
Right.
Getting the permits, getting the guns registered, the prop guns registered.
He wasn't asking for a dressing room. He's asking me bailed out of jail. And, you know, they're shoot.
You go to a shoot. We show up for something. Where's the camera? We don't ask do you have the proper permits.
Of course.
So, I mean, this guy, he got put in a really bad situation trying to help his career out.
He sure
did. So hopefully we can help you, Carlo. We'll try.
All right, Howard, thank you as always.
All right.